Hey guys, this time on Movie Reviews, we're going to be looking at the brand new film from Netflix, The King. The King was directed by David Michôd and stars Timothée Chalamet, Joel Edgerton, and Robert Pattinson, and is based off of the Shakespearean plays of the Henriade, as well as the historical events basing around Henry V of England and his war with France. Guys, this was a film that I was really looking forward to just based off of the talent that was involved. Not only was Joel Edgerton writing the film, but he was starring in it. Timothée Chalamet is an up-and-coming actor that I absolutely love, and it has good old Robert Pattinson. And on top of all this, it is a historical epic, which is my favorite genre in terms of film. And I couldn't say no to this film, and I was really looking forward to it. So what did I think about it? For the most part, I really did enjoy this movie a lot, and it reminded me a lot of last year's film, The Outlaw King, which was a film that I think got some mixed reactions from people, but I overall thought it was a perfectly good film, and I think that people are going to like this film a little bit more than The Outlaw King, and also, I think it's a pretty solid film that does have its share of problems and isn't going to win everybody over, but what I do love that this film does is just give us a extremely brutal and gritty England war film that is just filled with so much grit, political intrigue, and great actor work from its cast. Timothée Chalamet is an actor that has always impressed me, and seeing him as Henry V of England is just a treat. He does so well in this film. In fact, all the actors do a phenomenal job in this film and really elevate the material in the script. And that's probably one of the complaints of this film that I have with it is its screenplay, but I do want to say that I think the actors really do elevate it, and so does just the time period, the beautiful cinematography. This film looks absolutely gorgeous, even though it has colors that are toned down within the film to make it much more darker and grittier, but it still looks great nonetheless. The battle scenes are exhilarating. The cinematography with them is really great, especially in the last act of the film with the Battle of Agincourt, which is phenomenally filmed. Anytime they do a Battle of Agincourt on film, it always looks really good, and it's brutal too. This is a very brutal film. It is violent, it is R-rated for a reason, and it's not afraid to get down and dirty, especially in that final battle. And I also really liked how they really depict Henry V in this film as just very cold-hearted, a young boy that is trying to prove himself by just taking part in extreme acts of violence, which is very in tune with what the real Henry V was. Because if you read any of Shakespeare's plays based on Henry V, like Henry IV, Part 1 and 2, and then Henry V itself, he is very much seen as a romanticized hero, and here there is no romanticizing it at all. He is just a very dark, disturbed person, and I really did like that, and I thought that Timothée Chalamet brought a lot to this character, a lot, and I thought all the actors, of course, did a great job as well, and even a couple of cameos that are throughout the film, such as with Ben Mendelsohn playing Henry IV, who is only in the film for a short while. He does an excellent job in the scenes that he's in. The acting cannot be faulted in this film. The cinematography cannot be faulted. The battle scenes are exhilarating, as I said, and they are great. The costuming, though not completely historically accurate, is beautiful. Just the shining armor and stuff, and I love the grit that this film had. But what this film really lacks is an emotional connection to any of its characters, and that is what is really lacking in this film. just emotional connections with our characters. We don't really care much for any of them, aside for that we love these actors, and we do kind of care for Henry a little bit, as well as his relationship with Sir John Falstaff, who is a character that has been showing up in Shakespeare's plays with the Henriade, and is just a very likable character played by Joel Edgerton, who I think does a very good job and gives his own spin on this character that has been played by great actors such as Robbie Coltrane and Orson Welles himself. Also, this film has a very deliberate pace to it that is very slow. It kind of took me out sometimes because I found the film at moments kind of dull and boring, and that was really disappointing because overall I was enjoying this film, but there are moments where the pacing is very much lacking, but it is standing on its own with its incredible acting and incredible just epic scale, and the music as well really makes this film feel very haunting as well. The score is beautifully done. I don't know who did the score, but it is very well done and really elevates the film. So really, this film, it has stuff lacking in terms of characterization, and just it's kind of slow, but it does have just great actors playing in these roles. It is thrilling as well. Great action scenes, great cinematography that really elevate a film that is struggling in terms of its screenplay. I'm gonna give The King a 7 out of 10. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I say check this out, especially if you're a big historical nut like I am, because I think you will be entertained with this nonetheless. And also, if you're interested in watching more stuff with Henry V in it, I say check out Kenneth Branagh's Henry V, which is an absolute classic of a film. It is extremely well done. It's more of a romanticized version of Henry V, basing itself off of the play Henry V by William Shakespeare, as well as, I say check out Chimes at Midnight, which was directed by Orson Welles, which deals more with Sir John Falstaff. That is an incredibly underrated film that I think more people should see and just talk about more. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you, so I hope you enjoyed this review, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next review.